Hello friends, welcome back to the class. So today onwards we are going to start the new chapter in MSc 4th semester paper 4. The chapter name is Larger Ring Heterocyclic Compounds. Friends, in this unit we are going to discuss about seven membered rings, that is oxypine, azipine, thiopine, and the 7, 8 and 9 membered rings, and benzoxipine, benzthiopine also we are going to discussing in this unit. So friends, there I written 7 membered heterocyclic compounds. So here the cyclic refers to a 7 membered ring system is present in these molecules. Okay, and here these compounds are almost all having 3 pi bonds continuously. So these are comes under the derivatives, you can say that the analogues of 1,3,5 cycloheptatriene. So here in our syllabus we have 3 compounds. One is azipine. So azipine nothing but aza plus epine. Aza plus epine. Aza refers as nitrogen. Epine going to refers a 7-membered ring system. A 7-membered ring system with the 3 double bonds are in conjugation. This is a azipine. Next one, oxypine. So here oxa plus epine. So that means it is a 7-membered ring which has oxygen heteroatom with the unsaturation. Third one, thiopine. Thia refers to sulfur. Epine refers to 7-membered ring. So therefore this compound is having sulfur has heteroatom and it has 3 double bonds. So here you see that all these 3 compounds are non-planar compounds. These are non-planar compounds and they behave like a polyenes. Moreover, these are also not following Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. These are not following Huckel 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. Therefore, these are non-aromatic compounds and these have high reactivity. So in these we are going to start the first compound. The first compound is azipine. So when you see the azipine is a 7-membered ring. Yes, you see that it is a 7-membered compound which has 3 pi bonds. Azipine is going to exist in 4 isomeric forms, 4 tautomeric forms. When you see the azipine, this azipine have the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So based on this, azipine is going to exist in 4 tautomeric forms. One is 1H azipine, second one is going to be this compound, this structure. You see that now at the second position we have the hydrogen. Therefore this is called 2H azipine. It's called, at first position we have the hydrogen, therefore it is called 1H azipine. So similar to this we can also write, yes, write double bond and double bond, and at this position we have the hydrogen, right? Next here we can write, yes, so along with this we can also write the bond at, write a double bond and double bond, double bond. At this position we have the hydrogen. So now you see that in this compound the hydrogen present at third carbon, in this structure hydrogen present at fourth carbon, therefore this is called 3H azipine, and where it is called 4H azipine, 4H azipine. So here azipines are cycloheptatrienes. Now these are going to be existed in 4 tautomeric forms, 1H, 2H, 3H and 4H azipines. Except 3H azipine, other compounds are already we have isolated. One 3H azipine only, one azipine only we isolated, that is 3H azipine only isolated, but remaining 3 azipines are not isolated. And here the stability order is going to be, right, 3H azipine more stable than 4H azipine more stable than 1H azipine. This is about introduction of azipines. Now let's discuss synthesis of azipine. The first method, valency bond isomerization. The first method is a valency bond isomerization. Sir, what is valency bond isomerization? So a small definition is there. The definition is when a rearrangement reaction is taking place with migration of sigma and pi bonds only, without migration of any atom, that is called valency bond isomerization. What is valency bond isomerization? If the reaction involves reorganization of sigma and pi electrons but does not involve migration of any atom or group, that is called valency bond isomerization. In this case, so in this rearrangement, whatever the bonds are there, those bond distances, bond angles are going to be changed. Bond distances, bond angles are going to be changed. For example, here we are going to take a reaction. The reaction is, yes, benzene on reaction with ethoxycarbonyl azide. Benzene on reaction with the ethoxycarbonyl azide, N3C double bond O OET, ethoxycarbonyl azide, and after heating followed by, yes, hydrolysis and heating. This is going to give a 7-membered heterocyclic compound with nitrogen as the heteroatom. So this is the reaction. So when you see the mechanism, so first of all, whatever the azide we are taking there, so that azide N triple bond N and N C double bond O OET. So this is the azide we took there. Now this azide on heating undergoes decomposition. When you heat the compound, now this bond shifted onto the nitrogen. Nitrogen gas has eliminated. After elimination of nitrogen gas, this is going to form an intermediate. The intermediate is nitrene intermediate. So the nitrene intermediate has formed there. In the next step, let's take the benzene. Okay, so here this is the benzene. It is on going to react with nitrene intermediate. It is on reaction with the nitrene intermediate. We know that nitrene undergoes cycloaddition reactions. Nitrene carbon undergoes cycloaddition reaction with the double and triple bond. Now this bond undergoing right here, the pi bond whatever present here on benzene undergoing cycloaddition reaction. After the cycloaddition reaction, it is going to form a 3-membered ring system, that is N, and here we have C double bond O, OET. This is the compound obtained there. So now here our rearrangement is taking place. What is that rearrangement? Valency bond isomerization. So the valency bond isomerization is taking place. Let's see how the valency bond isomerization is taking place. Nothing is there. This bond will shifted here. Now this pi bond shifted here. Now this pi bond is shifting to here. So the reorganization of sigma and pi electrons going to open the ring system. Now opening of this 6-membered ring convert to 7-membered ring. Yes, this 6-membered ring open to give 7-membered ring. Now you see that this pi bond shifted here, therefore we get the double bond. Now this pi bond shifted here, we get the double bond. Now this nitrogen has a substituent, that is a C double bond O, OET. Now this compound, first you do the hydrolysis in presence of base, saponification. So hydrolysis in presence of base, this is going to convert ester into carboxylic acid. Second one, heat the compound. So in the first case, ester converted into carboxylic acid. Immediately whenever you heat the compound, carbon dioxide will be eliminated. Thereby it is going to give the product, right, azepine, NH. So this is 1H azepine. This is the first method to synthesize, right, azepines. Now second method, from azerines. Here azerines can act as a dinophiles. We already seen this reaction in first unit. So now azerines undergoes Diels-Alder reaction with cyclopentadienone. So now these compound further undergoes a small reaction, decomposition reaction, thereby producing our compound 2H azepine. Let's see the reaction. So now the reactant is cyclopentadienone. So this is the cyclopentadienone, and this cyclopentadienone has a substituents methyl, PH and PH. Now it is on reaction with, I already told you that our azerines can act as a dinophiles. Azerine, so this is a 2-phenyl azerine. Azerine undergoing Diels-Alder reaction with the cyclopentadienone. So how the Diels-Alder reaction is taking place? Now here this bond will shift here. Now this bond is shifting attack onto the nitrogen. Now this pi bond is going to attack onto the carbon. So here we are taking benzene as the solvent, and we are refluxing the mixture, and the reaction is a Diels-Alder reaction. So Diels-Alder reaction always takes place by heating only. Now you see that it is going to form, right, carbons. Yes, it has a C double bond O group. Okay, now this added by azerine. Yes, this is the azerine. Now you see that the double bond of azerine has added here. Now these bonds, the pi bonds, one pi bond shifted here, one pi bond attacked onto the nitrogen, and this is going to have methyl, and pH substituents. Now this compound is undergoing decomposition by heating. So when you heat this compound, this is going to lose 1 mole of carbon monoxide. So how it is taking place? Now you see that this sigma bond shifted here, this bond will shifted here. Now this bond is going to be shifted in between two carbons. So this is going to lose 1 mole of carbon monoxide. The loss of carbon monoxide going to convert or going to open this complete ring system, and now you can check it is converting into a 7-membered ring system. This is converting into 7-membered ring system. In this 7-membered ring system, we have a double bond between these carbon and nitrogen. Here we have a methyl group, and already here we have the double bond with the pH substituents, and due to shifting of sigma bond, we are going to get double bond. And now you see that this molecule is a 2H azepine. Friends, this is the second method. And third method is from phenyl azide. So here phenyl azide undergoes decomposition and forms the nitrene intermediate in presence of primary or secondary amine. Whatever the phenyl azide we are taking, that phenyl azide undergoes decomposition in presence of primary and secondary amine. Further, that will undergoes ring expansion to give 3H azepine. Let's see the reaction. Now, what is the reactant we are saying that? That is a phenyl azide. The reactant is phenyl azide. Phenyl azide is nothing but N3. So this only we can write like this. This phenyl azide we can write like this. Yes, double bond, double bond, double bond, and here N triple bond N. Nitrogen has positive charge, this nitrogen has a negative charge. Now what we are going to do, just you see that this compound undergoes decomposition either in presence of primary or secondary amine. You take primary or secondary amine. When you take primary or secondary amine, now you see that this bond is there, this bond will shifted onto the nitrogen. That means that is going to lose nitrogen gas. The loss of nitrogen gas going to form nitrene intermediate. The intermediate is nitrene. Here this one, 2 lone pair of electrons are formed, nitrene intermediate. This nitrene intermediate undergoes the reaction like this. The lone pair of electrons or nitrene electron shifted here, attacked here. Now the pi bond will shifted to carbon and nitrogen. Thereby, so we are getting a compound, right? Yes, double bond, and we got the double bond N, and this nitrogen has attached to carbon. Now this compound is undergoing, right, this compound is undergoing decomposition. So how this is undergoing decomposition? It is in presence of primary or secondary amine. So now I am taking diethyl amine. When you take the diethyl amine is a nucleophile which has lone pair of electrons. Now these lone pair of electrons, nucleophile attacks at electrophilic center. Now this bond shift on to the nitrogen. Nitrogen gets a negative charge. That negative charge going to take the proton from amino nitrogen and converted into, yes, here it will converted into NH, and here we have double bond. Now NET2 attacked here. So now this compound is undergoing yes, this compound is undergoing ring opening reaction or ring expansion reaction. Let's see how the ring expansion is taking place. Now so now this pi bond sigma bond shift, this sigma bond shifted in between carbons, this sigma bond shifted here, now this pi bond shifted here, this pi bond shifted in between these two. Now finally you see that the ring already expanded to 7 membered ring like this. Okay, and at second position we have a NET2, and due to shifting of bond here we are getting a pi bond, here we got the bond and here we got the bond. Nitrogen has a hydrogen. So but here one thing, it is unstable, therefore this will simply undergoes a tautomerism to form, yes, 3H azipine. It is going to form 3H azipine. How the 3H azipine is forming? So right, let's see. Yeah. So now now here this bond will shifted here. The bond shifted onto the right carbon. So this is undergoing 3H azipine. Thereby we got right hydrogen here. This is a 3H azipine. So this is the third synthesis. Now let's see fourth synthesis. The fourth synthesis is from azoles. Here pyrroles can also act as a dyeing. They can involve in Diels-Alder reaction. Thereby they are going to produce azipines. So pyrrole, let's take the reaction. Pyrrole is a 5-membered heterocyclic compound with nitrogen acetyl atom. Now this has a CO2Me. So this is on reaction with dienophile. So the dienophile here I am taking acetylene derivative, diethyl acetylene dicarboxylate. So now it is in presence of aluminum trichloride and the solvent is DCM. Now this is undergoing which reaction? Diels-Alder reaction. How the Diels-Alder reaction is taking place? Now this pi bond is shifted here. Now the pi bond is going to attack onto this carbon. Now one of the pi bond is attacking onto this carbon atom. After that it forms a cyclic adduct. Okay, due to shifting here we got the double bond. And now this attached to these two carbons, and these two carbons, in this we have a nitrogen. So I'm going to write that nitrogen at this place, nitrogen, and this nitrogen has a substituent CO2 That's okay. Here we have a triple bonded compound. One pi bond has attacked here and one pi bond of pyrrole has attacked here. We got this one, and this position we have CO2Me, and here also we have CO2Me. This is a cyclic adduct formed in the Diels-Alder reaction. So after that, this Diels-Alder reaction adduct undergoes cycloaddition reaction in presence of light. So in presence of light, whatever the two pi bonds are there, this pi bond attacked here. Now this pi bond is going to attack here. This is undergoing 2 pi cycloaddition reaction. Undergoing 2 pi cycloaddition reaction. This 2 pi cycloaddition reaction going to give Prismane type intermediate. So this is going to give Prismane type intermediate. The intermediate is, yes, here we have CO2 and we got the bond. Here also we got the bond. So this is the intermediate formed there. Now this intermediate is on heating at 200 degrees centigrade. This intermediate on heating at 200 degrees centigrade. This is undergoing a ring expansion. So this expansion is going to give a 7-membered ring. You see, carefully you observe. So now here I am going to shift this bond to here. Okay. Then I am going to shift this bond to here. This bond to here. Okay. First I shifted this bond here in between two carbons. Then after immediately, so here the adjacent carbon bond, this bond. So this carbon bond shifted here. So meanwhile you shift this bond to yes here. So now these are the rearrangement. First we shift this bond here, this bond and this bond. So you can easily understand this. We are shifting this bond. Therefore we have to break down this bond. That's why we break down this bond. Now that's why we have to break down this bond. We bond shifted to there. So now after that you can see that is going to form a 7-membered ring. Yes, this is going to form a 7-membered ring. 7-membered ring. So 7-membered ring has formed there. Yes, with nitrogen has heteroatom and nitrogen has CO2 Me substituent, and the shifting of this bond we are going to get a double bond at the second position of nitrogen. You can see that, and next continuously we can directly write double bonds at this position. And here you can see that after 1 2 3 1 2 3 after 1 2 3 there are CO2 Me substituents. Here also we have the CO2 Me substituent. So this is the method which involve synthesis of azepines. So friends, here in this video we just discussed about the synthesis of azepine. So synthesis of azepine, I mentioned 4 methods. The first one, second one, third one and fourth one. So first method is a valency bond isomerization. Second one from azerines. Third one from phenyl azide. Last one from azoles. So friends, this is about synthesis of azepine. Thank you.